Alright, we're going to do a little quick PMT function, the financial function to figure out payments for a loan. A very common thing. Could be for a school loan, could be for a car loan, a house loan, or a piece of machinery from a company. So if you just type in those four labels I have on the left, the amount for the loan. Let's say I'm going to take out a $300,000 loan to buy a house. The interest rate the bank's going to charge me is going to be 4.5%, so 0.045, and the years to repay, like I take out a 20-year mortgage. What's my monthly payment going to be? So I'm just going to quickly format my numbers here, make my interest rate a percent, always add a couple decimal places when you're working with interest rates. And here I want to figure out my monthly payment. $300,000 loan, 4.5% interest over 20 years. Again, what are my monthly payments going to be? So I'm just going to go to the Formula tab, use the financial function, and then go down, and it's the PMT function we're going to use for this one. Not PPMT, but PMT. My little dialog pops up, and first thing it wants to know is the interest rate. You know what rate? Again, we've got three things here. There are three basic values here, right? Ignore the ones that are not bolded. These are optional ones. We're not going to use them. So the rate is the interest rate cell. I can always use the cell addresses. And for here, because it's monthly payments, you know, all loans are monthly basically. I got to pay send an envelope to the bank each month with a check for my payment amount. So financial functions in Excel are set for yearly values. So to make the interest rate monthly, I got 1/12 of that rate for the monthly. So I just divide this by 12. NPER, it tells you down below, is the total number of payments for the loan. It's the length of the loan. So time, NPER, number of periods stands for. So this is the 20, right, for 20 years. But again, I don't have 20 payments. I've got 20 years. Each year has 12 months, so I got to multiply this times 12. And over here to the right, I see here's my number of payments, right? 240 payments I'm going to be making over 20 years, right? For a $300,000 loan at 20 years, 4.5%. The present value, the PV, stands for present value, what the bank is going to give me today. And theoretically here, the bank will give you the $300,000, right, B1 here, for this 20 years at 4.5% interest rate. So down here, it actually shows you my payment. It's a negative 1,897. And it should be negative because I'm making a payment to the bank, so it's a hit for me, right? So if I got to pay something out, it's a negative. So I'm just going to OK, and then there's my monthly payment, right? And negative comes out red, 1,897.95 cents. And the nice thing is I can quickly change these things and look at the different scenarios. Maybe I get a cheaper interest rate at 4% from a bank, but it may be a variable rate, may go up in a year if interest rates go up, but it'd be a cheaper rate right now. So I enter this, and boom, it lowers my monthly payments, right, by about $80. But then you have to wonder if interest rates go up, and this is probably the problem with our subprime mortgage fiasco. If interest rates go up a lot, this could go up to like 6% in a year from now. So if I make this 6%, enter, there you can see my monthly payments are really high. And again, this is basically what's going on in the economy here, is a lot of people's monthly payments went up drastically. So the PMT, how it works, again, I can always double click on it, and it's the interest rate divided by 12, the number of years times 12, and then the amount for the loan, the present value for the loan. Try it out.